Welcome back, everyone. I am Brian. You are Chords and Notes Nation. You have been invited into my living room to have a seat. We're going to watch this together. This is, okay, at first glance, very difficult to pronounce. But I did do a little bit of research. If I did my research correctly, Ura is actually the way it's pronounced. From Mongolia, sort of, you know, Mongolian tribal music with a metal edge, like The Who, but different. Ser, if I said that correctly, is the name of the song. So, UUHAI Vivo, that is the channel you can find this off of. I don't recall, forgive me, Phil. I'm going to put this up as a patron reaction request. I don't know if this was the exact song, but you did point me in the direction of this band. So this is where we're going to go with this. And yes, YouTube World, Rumble World, Patreon, all three of those platforms I am on. So for the general audience, this is a patron request. One of my most awesome patrons. When you become a patron, you get to request a certain amount of song reactions per month based upon the tier that you sign up for. And you get priority on that. And then, of course, that is put out on Patreon and then eventually on those other platforms as well. But it is a direct interaction between the patron and myself. Phil, you've shown me many very good artists, so I'm hoping your track record stays strong on this one. I think that's it. Check out the description box below for all the information that you need to know, but please absolutely like, subscribe, and share. It only takes you a second. It grows the channel. It gets the featured artists more exposure, and it continues the fight of putting that algorithm out there so that, you know, here on this channel, I try to feature independent artists as much as possible, but it's a celebration of the blessing that we've been given by God, the blessing of music. And we all can share and partake in that. So, here we go. Mongolian throat singing. Here we go.
Excuse me, would you mind taking a picture?
Nope, I ain't taking your picture. All right, that certainly had a different flavor. That was definitely from a culture far different from mine. But there were some of the modern metal elements involved, and the thing is, I didn't see the actual drum kit that was being played. There was the guy on the drums, the big whatever those are called, those types of drums. But you could hear there was a drum kit being used, a traditional rock and roll drum kit with acoustic drums and cymbals, that sort of thing. And what are the name of those two-stringed instruments that they play? I noticed that's sort of a ubiquitous thing in the Asian countries. Those traditional two-stringed instruments. A lot of in my perusing of the music from that region, I've noticed that those are there, and I know they have different names in different countries, but I don't know what the names that would be for the Mongolian version, if it's any different than the Chinese version or the Taiwanese version, or so on and so forth. But as far as like the actual experience, for me, it's new, it's novel in that sense. It's one of those where it had so much of what sounded to me like the traditional elements of that region, that area. Obviously, it had the Mongolian throat singing. They did have some English words in there as well, which was a really nice treat to these ears. And it just gave you that sense of that warrior culture that we here in the West we know about the tales of Genghis Khan or Genghis Khan, however you pronounce it, Kublai Khan, and so on and so forth. But just sort of in the basic sense that the Golden Horde, was the Golden Horde, yeah, was Mongolian, and the warrior culture. But there's so much more than that, right? So, but the metal really emphasized that sort of warrior nature, which is, yeah, I mean, it does for all types of music. It's just, I don't know. There's just something about metal that just really it embodies that. But I mean, it was good. There was nothing I didn't like about it. I'm really glad that it wasn't inundated with so much distortion and multiple of the same instruments. That can become a sonic overload, from time to time. But as far as this was, it did lack that a little bit, So there was that a little bit of punch that I was looking for that wasn't there because they were using those traditional stringed instruments, which were not electrified. But that's neither here nor there. I mean, this is what they choose to create, and so this is what I accept, and I think this was a good experience for sure, absolutely. So, thank you guys so much for joining me today. God bless you. Jesus loves you, and I will talk to you later.